Good morning, Cambridge class. So today we're going to move away from our individual personalities. And we're going to think about our personality as a class. We're going to think about what kind of class we want to be and what good traits you think you have as a class already. Okay? So instead of thinking about it more personally now, we're going to think about it as a class so that then throughout school we can demonstrate that we are a positive class, okay, that have so many good traits. So, first of all, I want you to think about what kind of good traits you think you already have as a class, okay? And just jot them down on a piece of paper. So, these are a few that I think a good class would have, some of them anyway. So, I think that a good class might be helpful, they might be calm, they'd be determined, friendly, brave, positive, so they'd have a positive attitude towards their learning, towards the members of the class. They'd work well as part of a team. They'd be able to work independently. They would have belief that they could do it. They'd be inquisitive. They'd want to ask more questions. They'd be eager to learn. Have a think. What traits do you have as a class at the moment that you think make you a good class? Just pause the video and jot them down for me. Okay, so today we are going to be designing a flag, a class flag, okay? So our class flag is going to tell everybody all about our class, about our traits, about our personalities, everything they need to know about our class, okay? So first of all, let's look at some of the flags that we already know about. So let's have a look at the Union Jack flag, okay? We're going to look at how these flags are made up so that then it will help you to understand how you could include things in your own flag that tell people about us as a class. So the Union Jack represents unity, okay? So it represents togetherness. It represents the coming together of the three countries, England, Scotland and Ireland, okay, Northern Ireland, and it brings them together, okay? It brings all their flags together. So if you can see here, the England flag is here, okay? The Irish flag then goes across it like this, okay? And it's then embedded in the Scotland flag, the Scottish flag, this these white ones here, and then also the blue around it, okay? So they've come together to create the Union Jack. So that represents those three countries coming together and working together basically, okay, which represents unity. So that's how they've made the Union Jack, that's why that was created. Let's have a look at a different flag. So let's have a look at the American flag. So the colours on the American flag are significant, okay? So instead of bringing the flags together this time, they've used colours. So the red symbolises valour, okay, so like courage. The white symbolises innocence and purity. And then the blue symbolises vigilance, perseverance and justice, okay? So the colours on this flag represent the American people. So the colours are saying that the American people are courageous, they're innocent, they're vigilant, they persevere and they believe in justice, okay? The stars and stripes then represent the country's history. So the 50 stars on the flag here are for the 50 states in the country, okay? So America has 50 states and they are all represented by a star each on this flag, okay? And then the 13 stripes represent the 13 colonies that began America. So again, it's looking at the history of America, okay? So in this flag, they are using both colour and design to tell a bit of history about America and to tell the personality of America, okay? Let's move on to the next flag. So the Australian flag then also represents Australia's history. The Union Jack here represents the British settlement, so when the British decided to settle in Australia. And the large star beneath the Union Jack here has 7 points, which represents the unity of the 6 states and the territories of the Commonwealth Australia. Okay, so again, that's representing unity. Like the Union Jack was representing the unity of the 3 countries, this star here is representing the unity of the 6 states and territories of Australia. Okay, so all of these flags are representing history and they are shown through their use of a combination of flags through their use of one item like the star, through their use of colour, okay? So this is what we want to do for our class flag. There's so many flags that represent countries as specific colours and designs because they tell a story, okay? So many of the flags show the country's history and the colours used to help display this history. And then it shows the personality of the people of the country, okay? So with our flag, we want to tell a story. We want to tell our class's story. So obviously you've been part of your class longer than I have. So you will be able to design a flag much better than I will because you know your class's story. And hopefully, once you've designed your flag, that will help me to understand your class's story as well. Okay? So I would like you to design a class flag that we will put up in our classroom for the year. So I'm going to make this a little bit of a competition. So I would like you to all design a class flag and then bring them in September. Okay? As a class, then we will choose the winning flag. Okay? So we will choose our class flag as a class by taking a vote. Okay? So think about the kind of class that you would like to be. Think about the kind of class that you think you are. Think about your personality as a class, your good traits. Could you show these in your flag? Okay, through your use of design and your use of colour. And as I said, in September, then we will choose a winning flag that we will use as our class flag and put up in our classroom. Good luck, Cambridge. I'll speak to you soon.